Alright everyone, what is up? Is your boy Seabiscuit bringing you another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why I think Cold War Zombies is, well, not so great. Smash maybe. So I played the free week, like last week, because I didn't buy this game because I just don't think it's worth the money. I don't like the multiplayer. But I've always loved zombies, so I always wanted to give the zombies a try. So when I heard it was free weekend, immediately downloaded it. Had to delete a few games, 90 gigs, ridiculous, you know. But whatever, I got to play it. I got to play solo ones, but I mostly played with my friends. And yeah, so first, before I get into my thoughts after, I want to I'm going to play a quick voice memo of my exact words. I took this voice memo right before I played it, just so I could get my thoughts in there before I actually played it. So here we go.
Alright, what's up guys? It's your boy Seabiscuit. This is a voice memo. I'm just recording right before I play it. I think this game is pure ass. It looks terrible. I hate the colors. I hate the graffiti. It doesn't look like zombies at all. It looks like somebody put Spec Ops and then they added some zombies. The perks look like they just remind me of Infinite Warfare, even though they're classic. But like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a Treyarch game. It doesn't feel classic. I don't like you play as multiplayer characters. I don't like the aesthetic of the map. It just it gives me a weird feeling inside, man. I don't like it, man. The Easter egg, I don't really care about the story. I mean, who cares? You're playing as like multiplayer dudes. And once again, the snow looks like it's from Drak on last gen. Like, it just the map. I don't like it. I think I don't like the map more than the game. I'll say that. Like, I think a lot of my hate is going towards the map and not the game. But the game, man, it's not classic. It doesn't remind me of BO2, BO3, BO1, WA. I just really don't like it, man. So, anyways, those are my thoughts. Now I'm going to play the game. Maybe they'll change. Maybe they won't. We'll see.
So yeah, those were my thoughts right before I played. So really, like, summarize, I thought it was the worst zombies game ever made. Worse than like Advanced Warfare, worse than all that. I thought it looked terrible. Like, if you played PUBG and the Vikindi Snow, what they did to that map, like, it's like half snow, half not snow. It looks trash. I didn't like the perk system. I didn't like the health bars in zombies and like the way the points displayed and the hit markers and everything. I thought it was way too goofy and way too arcadey and like, it's just weird. And I thought everybody just liked it because they just thought, BO4 was trash. They didn't want to like feel like a game was trash 2 years in a row. They couldn't handle it, so they like pretended to like it just because of that. I thought YouTubers were giving it fake hype just to hype it up, get that cash. And I thought I hated Cold War in general because multiplayer is terrible. So I automatically have like just disrespect for the game. So anyways, here are my thoughts after playing. Well, to sum it up in short, it's not as bad as I thought. It's really not as bad as I thought. When I first played my first game, I played with me and a buddy of mine. It was the worst game of zombies I have ever played. I am not kidding. It was horrible. I hated every minute of it. It was like, it was just terrible. I was going down left and right. I had no idea what the points were like. I didn't understand how the map worked. We got Pack-a-Punch and everything. I think we did like around 16 exfil. But I just didn't understand it. I thought it was trash. So then we played a second game. And, I started out with some fun. My friend told me to get the Gallo. And that thing is a beast. Once I started using that, I had some fun. And it really got more fun for me as I played. As I kept playing, it was super fun. And I think I played in total 10 games. Like the last game we played 3 guys, me and 2 other guys, and we did like a round 31 exfil. It was super fun. Uh, I like fully upgrade the Gallo. It was hype. It was a great time. That last game I played. I think what keeps me playing and what keeps it fun are the Ethereum crystals. Now I didn't like them at first because I was like, oh, this is some cheese. But they're really, I don't know. They keep you playing. They keep you grinding for stuff. Some of them are kind of useless, like some of the things for like weapons. And I didn't really experiment with the specialist joints. I don't know what those are called. Um, I only used the one that gives you in plain sight. And in general, I thought it was like the movement mechanics were fun, even though I hate the movement, how it feels in multiplayer. I thought it fit well in zombies. It was just fun to train. It felt kind of easier to train. I think that was part of it. It was just fun to train and shoot zombies. It felt satisfying. But one thing that I still really hate is the point system. How stupid do you have to be? Like, it's just so stupid. And literally, I didn't, until like my third game or my fourth game or something, I didn't realize that you only get points after you kill someone. Like, what? There's literally no point of running an SMG or an AR or anything. Like, why not just run a shotgun? Or like something else? I don't know. It just, I think the point system is horrible. And like two of my other friends, like they didn't even realize it at all, too. I told them, like, yo, you realize you're not getting points when you shoot the zombies. They're like, what? I think that's also part of it because they're misled by the damage numbers. They might think that's points. But I just think that's pretty stupid. I know they changed up the perk system in BO4, but at least you still got points whenever you shot a zombie. And but you know, I was thinking about it, and I think the whole way they structured the game was around this point system, like how the perks increase in points. I didn't understand that either until a few games in. I didn't realize that, hey, points, the perks cost 500 more each time, because I was like, yo, why is Jug costing me, like I bought Jug like after I got 2 perks, so it's like, why is Jug costing me 3,500? Like, that's stupid. I like the perks. I still don't really understand the point of the new perk, Elemental Pop. Um, I I liked. Oh, excuse me for that. I liked the perks, but I don't know. What did they do to the Speed Kill Machine for real? It looks nasty. But I don't know. I don't like how the perks don't cost like how they used to. I get it for like adding new perks to the game when they will, and like you need to balance them when you can get all the perks in the game. But it's just, I don't know. I don't really like that part. I think I still think the map looks terrible. I think it's the worst looking map we've ever seen in Treyarch Zombies. Uh, Maybe BO4, but I didn't buy any DLCs in BO4 because I'm not a dumbass wasting my money. Alright? I think it looks trash. I'd rather play a Notchstone Tone than this. The graffiti looks terrible. I don't understand the graffiti theme they're going for. The outside looks trash. Why don't they just give us loads of snow, like in like Peak from GoldenEye Reloaded, in 2011? It looks terrible. I think it looks trash, the map, and I think the map layout I don't really like. The teleporters, I think, like the things that bring you up from the basement to the ground level. I have no idea what those are called, but why do they move so slowly? It's like, it just kind of ruins the flow. It's not like the beam me up Sally thing, like the well from Horizon Drac that shoots you right up. It's like you're like just in this like little like cage and you're just moving up so slowly like a snail. It feels trash. That was like one of my least favorite parts. There's also the revives, which were interesting. It kind of copied that thing from BO4 where you keep like one perk, but you don't keep all your perks, and that was interesting. I kind of like that. I kind of don't, because it kind of takes away from like going down. But you know, what can you do? The armor system, I still don't really understand exactly how it works. I think it must work something like the the PUBG armor system, where it that's what I assume it's like. I still don't really understand that, but I like getting armor. One thing I don't like how the scraps, like the blue scraps, they're so hard to get. Like, why are they so hard to get? It's terrible. I mean, I guess like if you're playing for high rounds, but I mean, come on, it's some cheese. Um, I kind of like the scrap system. I kind of don't. I don't know. Um, I don't like any of the other guns, besides the Spaz or the Gallo. Um, they just, whenever I shoot them, they feel like they're shooting peas, even when they're like upgraded and legendary. They just feel trash. So the only gun I use is a Gallo and maybe a ray gun if I get one from the box. And the wonder weapon, when I used it, I didn't really like it. Felt like a jet gun that didn't break. Combined with like a paralyzer or something. It just it was trash. Um, but I don't know. I didn't like upgrade it or anything, so maybe it's better. I don't know. But this is just from like my 10 games of playing. And I also, one thing that I really don't like about the zombies, I think it affects, this is why the community, this is like, I don't know, it's like why I really don't like the zombies, why I can't appreciate it, because I don't give a single shit about the story. I couldn't care at all. I didn't bother to do the Easter egg. I don't want to do the Easter egg. I don't care. I don't know who these people are. I don't even know what the story is. I'm playing as a multiplayer character. I mean, I'm talking to these guys. I only see their faces. And it's not like they have like those cool like voices that they'd have in like classic maps where you hear like Groff talking, or you hear Samantha or whatever, and she'd like have this crazy voice and it'd be like it was coming out of the sky. Like these guys just call you on your radio. I don't know, I feel like it's like what teachers talk about on Zoom when they're mad at you when you have your camera off and like you can't see your face or whatever. It's like, who are these guys? I literally don't care about them. It, like, at least in like Extinction, like it was kind of the same thing, but like it just, they were there from the start, and the guy was there from the helicopter, and he's like, hey, go do this alien stuff or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. And like he had this objectives, and like I didn't need to care about the story then, but I got the mission. I understood the mission. Here, I don't really understand the mission or the story. It's just kind of weird. So now I want to move on to how does it score. Now, in terms of fun experience, I give it a 6 to a 7 out of 10. Now, I'd want to give it a 7, but then I think about what a 7 is. A 7 is pretty good. So I think I have to give it a 6, just because a 7 is so good. And an 8 is insane, and a 9 is unbelievable, and a 10 is, it's complete. A 10 is complete. Alright, but I have to give it a 6, maybe a 7. I give it a 7. Real thing is, it feels cringe to play. It feels very cringe to play. It's like I'm playing Fortnite or something. Like, I would not want someone to catch me playing it, and that might just be me, but I've talked to some other people, they feel the same way. Like, this guy I was playing with, he told me, yeah, I don't want my uncle to catch me playing this. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't want anyone to see me playing this. It looks so cringe, you know, like, what am I doing playing this game? But, you know, that's totally subjective. And I don't think, here's my main thing with how it ranks, or how it scores. I feel that this game, it cannot be ranked among other zombie games, or other zombie maps. Or at least, it cannot be ranked among other Treyarch zombies. I think maybe this is the same with BO4, but a little less. But it's kind of started this new zombies game. It feels like it was like Infinite Warfare, Sledgehammer, who made this. It doesn't really feel the same. It's too much of a new experience. It doesn't feel like Treyarch Zombies at all. And this is where I disagree heavily with people like Lex and Raffle Waffles And I know they've said it. Maybe NoJ has said it. I haven't watched NoJ in a while, but I watch Lex and watch Mr. Waffles, and they say there hasn't been enough innovation. But I think there's been a ton of innovation. I mean, you have the score streaks, the scrap, the new perk system, the how the points work, how the weapons work, all this new stuff. And they always say there's tons of innovation from BO1 to BO2 and BO2 to BO3, but I think we're seeing way more innovation from even Black Ops 4 this game, but really Black Ops 3 to this game. In Black Ops 4 this game, we're seeing way more innovation than we saw from BO1 to BO2. And BO1 to BO2, we saw buildables, I guess transportation, new methods of transportation, bigger maps, bigger quests. But here we're seeing so much more gameplay differences from game to game. So I think it can't be ranked. It really just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like a classic Zombies experience. It feels like I'm playing an entirely new thing. Now, maybe you're asking, well, Seabiscuit, would you recommend me buying it? I mean, you said it's pretty fun, 7 out of 10. Is it worth $60? No. Is it worth $40? No. Is it worth $30? No. And again, this is entirely my view, but I don't think you can buy a Zombies game for $30, especially when it only has one map. I know the new map's about to come out. I'm really excited for that, because once again, I said a lot of my hate for this game is for this map. I really hate this map. It looks like shit. And so I'm really excited for the new map. Maybe I'll buy it then if it goes on sale for $40 or $30 when more maps come out, but I don't think it's worth $60 for this. Well, you're also saying, will you also get the multiplayer and the campaign? The campaign for me is whatever. Campaign's cool, but if I'm going to buy a game for a campaign, I'm going to buy COD 2 or a classic game like that. But for me personally, this is an entire video in of itself. But the multiplayer is so bad in Cold War that it does not deserve to be played or purchased in any way, shape, or form. The shit is so garbage. It's the worst multiplayer I've ever played, ever touched, ever seen, ever heard, ever witnessed. It is horrible. I hate that. It is a terrible experience. I can't stand it. I don't even want to think about it. Alright? I'm not going to think about that, so don't even bring it up in the comments. Do not bring up the multiplayer. Or I'm going to delete your comment. I am dead serious. And maybe it's worth $10 or $15, but I don't know. I'd say it's worth $25. It's worth $10, $15, $25. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. I hope you really enjoyed my video. Just from some guy, maybe I'm the devil's advocate. I'm playing the other side, because we've heard a lot of love for this game. A lot of people said it's gotten boring, but that's really the only criticism you hear. That's gotten boring. There's not enough things to grind for. That's what people like NoJ, Lex are saying. There's not enough content, which I think is a huge part of why I'm not going to buy it, at least right now. But it definitely down the road, in a year, I definitely buy this in a year. For $30 or $40 when they have 5 maps or whatever. But I just wanted to give the other side, maybe someone who doesn't like the game. And I really hope you enjoyed this video and understood my thoughts. I know a few of them were subjective, like how I don't like the looks of the map. But I hope you understand what the main takeaway is, that I think this is a different experience, which is why I don't really like it as much. I don't know. Really things weren't as bad as I thought they'd be, like the mini map and like things like that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you liked the video. Drop a like, drop a sub, help your boy out, and I'm gonna see you later.